What's up, everybody? This is Jonni'S Corner. Um, Basically, this is going to be a little time where I just come on here and rant and talk about what's on my mind. Also, give you guys opportunity to, if you have any questions, just post it up on my YouTube and say, "Yo, can you talk about this next?" Or even on my on my Facebook page, or whatnot, and I'll do my best to answer questions and whatever. I thought for the first episode that I would, just give you an introduction about how I started bodybuilding. Um, there's two versions of the story. There's a long version, and then there's the short version. And the short version is kind of medium long, and the long version is real long. So I'm gonna do my best to keep your attention so you're not bored in the next minute. But basically, here's how it started. I was in the 6th grade when I first started working out. I've always played sports my life. My dad had me playing, baseball. So when I was already in sports, then I started playing football too. So I was already athletic and into sports and whatnot. But I started lifting weights because I liked this girl, and this girl liked this other guy that was a year older than me. He was in the 7th grade, and he was a hockey player. He was a goalie. He was short and stocky. He was kind of big for his age. You know what I mean? He looked a little stocky dude and stuff. So, you know what I mean? She didn't pay me no mind, right? Because I was a little smaller than I had glasses and stuff. I'm not saying I'm a nerd, but any black kid that had glasses back in the day was urban. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I started working out in the 6th grade. So every time I got in little trouble when I was younger. I was a smart ass in school. You know what I mean? I got in fights here and there. Just what kids do. But every time I get in trouble, I get grounded. So I be at home. Well, I get grounded after I got beat by the parents. Then I get grounded. So I be home with a lot of time, and so I sit there, I do push-ups and curling and whatnot. And then literally the next year, I kept doing it all year because I was always in trouble anyway. So I always worked out, and I kind of became like a habit. So basically, fast forward down the line where I'm still in elementary school, I'm still playing football. Then I'm realizing I'm getting stronger, right? And a couple times I had a little 6-pack in the 7th grade, and I remember my buddy like, "Man, Shoe's got a 6-pack." And the people were like, "Let me hit you in your stomach," and they be hitting my stomach and stuff. I'd be like, "Yeah, it would actually hurt here and there," but I'd be like, "Hit me in the stomach, keep it in and whatnot." You know what I'm saying? So the intention of me, I kind of liked the intention of being strong and whatnot, and then being strong and playing football kind of came hand in hand. So when I was on the football field, it was like I was already fast, but I was stronger up top and down low, so I could move better. And you know what I'm saying? So it was just like I kind of realized that I'm strong, and it actually started being more successful at football. So when I got into high school, my uncle's always the one that brought me to the gym, to my football games. My mom was always at church. Mom and dad always at church and whatnot. So she never really got to see the games and whatnot until later down the road. And I remember him bringing me to the University of Windsor, and we went to the weight room, and for the first time I sat on a bench and he put on the plate. I remember him put on 2 plates, and he repped up like 30 reps. I was like, damn, that looks sweet. So I got on the bench, and he's like, count every 2. And when I was only about 14 in high school, and I just a plate on both sides, 45 on both sides, and I repped out, I think it was about I repped out 8 reps, but I was counting every 2. So I was on, you know what I'm saying? So I was strong real young. So I had this, I'm only 5'7" and a bit. I was a running back. So all through, high school, I genetically had big arms and stuff. I went to Catholic school, and we had the gold shirt and the blue pants, and I'd roll my shirt up, you know what I'm saying, thought I was sweet and stuff with my little arms, and I always got comments, "You should bodybuild, man, you look like a bodybuilder" and stuff, and I never let it cross my mind, where I was like, yeah, but I play football, I don't do that bodybuilding stuff, I don't wear banana hammocks and walk around, that's gay, screw that, and all that stuff, right? So fast forward, now I'm in going into university. So I played junior football first, so I didn't really make it to university because my grades were messed up and whatnot. I joked around too much in school, and I lost a lot of opportunities with Division I schools and whatnot. And that was take a lesson to anybody who's watching this. Stay in school, do your work. High school is not that hard. Finish your shit. because there's opportunities out there you can miss but not handing in an assignment. Basically what happened to me. Anyway, so I ended up going to playing junior football. I trained all throughout that, and then I ended up going to St. Mary's. So at St. Mary's, I went to St. Mary's at 24 because I played junior football, like I said. And I walked into school, and I remember, just going in there, and I lifted crazy. That was just me. I love lifting weights. I love lifting hard, lifting heavy. And then I remember, I met Santana and Jason Snow and some local bodybuilders around here. And they were like, yeah, I have an issue. I was like, why don't you bodybuild? I'm like, I can't bodybuild. I play football. I'm not dieting. You can't diet like that and play football. I'm not about to lose weight. So I always thought, bodybuilding was all about losing weight. And I'm like, at that time, I was, 217 pounds. I'm like, I'm not losing weight. I like being big. I like being jacked. Little did I know. So, come 18 years of my career. So I'm 2 years ago, 2011, I'm on my last week of football. And it's my last week, last game. I was hoping it wasn't my last game. It was my last game. And I'm like, this is about to be it. There's no more football after this. I went to an evaluation camp for the CFL. I did a good time, this and that. I might have gone on a team. I didn't get on a team. So that option wasn't there. So football was literally coming to an end. And I'm like, what am I going to do after football's done? I just done this sport for 18 years. What am I going to do? So I'm sitting down and I'm like, all right, I did MMA before. I've boxed before. I've done, some jiu-jitsu. I've done a little taekwondo and stuff with online fight because I'm still athletic. Then I'm like, I talked to my brother about it, and he's like, you don't really want to get into that. It's not, everything you think it's out to be, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whatever. Then I'm like, let's just bodybuild. Why not? Let's just see what happens. So I remember going to one local bodybuilder here, and I'm like, and he's known to be a bodybuilder on here. He's been doing it for a while. And he looks like me, kind of, if you know who that is. And I'm like, yo, man, I'm a bodybuilder, man. I'm gonna do it for fun, because I don't want to, I'll set myself up for, if I don't do good, I can always say I only want to do it for fun. And he's like, man, don't do it for fun. Do it for real, man. Do it for real, bro. You can do it good. And I'm like, all right, cool. Then I'll see, why not? I did this for real and took this serious. Why not just take this serious as well? So I call up Santana. I'm like, Santana, I'm gonna bodybuild. If you can help me out, blah, 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 blah. And I called Jason Stone, Jay, I'm gonna bodybuild. I was like, it's about time. I knew you should, yada, yada, yada. So I get into it. Santana helps me out my first show. I'm talking instantly fell in love with it. It was it's like being with a girlfriend for a real long time, and then you break up, or you're about to break up, and you're like, I better find another girlfriend soon because I'm not about to be heartbroken here for years. So, and basically I found an ex-girlfriend who filled that void instantly. And my first show, I placed third against Troy Ferguson and Greg, you said, who placed first, who actually ended up getting his pro card, and then qualified me for nationals. And then I got Mike Johnson to train for nationals, and I went to nationals that same year, my first year. I went to nationals and ended up being a super heavyweight with a bunch of dudes who were 6 foot plus, 240 plus, and I'm up there 5'7" in a minute, 228, and I placed 8th. Provincials, I got picked up by Nutribolics, and after that I got picked up by Experts Clothing, and literally from then it's just been it's history now. I guess I'm just riding the wave, and then this is the dream. I get another opportunity to try to pursue being a pro at another sport, and coincidentally this sport fits me better than the last one. So I basically just switched my focus from, the same focus I had, the same drive, the same love I had for football. I took that and threw it into bodybuilding. And here I am now, and I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying this ride. I love the sport. I love the competitiveness. I love the camaraderie. and I'm just excited to see where the rest of my life, my career goes. So, this is my first show. If you got any questions, ask. I'll try my best to answer. Jonni'S Corner, Nutribolic sponsored athlete, X2X Gear sponsored athlete. I'm out. Have a good day. God bless. Peace.